Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We have Palantir earnings on deck. That's why I wanted to record, because I saw in my Discord that someone commented that there are Palantir ER watch parties going on for after the bell today, because I guess they have earnings today. To be honest, that shit annoys the shit out of me, because as you guys know, I took a loss on Palantir. I probably would be retired if I held it, but I am a little bitter about it, and I hate Palantards because 99% of them don't even know what the company does, right? They couldn't explain it to anyone. They were like, oh, it's a leader in AI, bro, but they don't truly know what the company is. And as far as for me, I don't really know either. As far as I know it, they're just like a consulting company that utilizes their AI platform. Because yes, people say they're expanding commercially, but you need to have a Palantir employee sit down with each person or business that needs to use it, and they have to walk through it step by step, and you need to defer and to constantly talk with them to interpret whatever data and results it comes up with. So until I can just open up my own business and download a Palantir app and it optimizes everything, it is not this revolutionary thing that everyone makes it out to be. But going back to the Discord comment, someone said, Seb, he said, evil pays, sir. And yes, that is 1000% true. Evil and corruption pay, and I should have used that conviction to hold on to it. I'm not going to go into politics again, but I'll just say that they are facilitating a lot of stuff around the globe that isn't too kosher. Proxy wars, etc., etc. So I should have followed the evil, and evil pays well. Someone remind me that when we have the next big stock market crash, to go heavy on Meta. Because I don't care what anyone says. Meta is a huge detriment to our society and is evil in plain sight. And Zuckerberg, his fucking bro makeover, that shit doesn't fool me. He could broccoli his hair up as much as he wants. He ain't fooling nobody, not me at least. So yes, evil pays, and follow the money, as they say. But credit to the Palantir people, whether it's just going full retard or chasing the momentum or this or that or pure luck, they deserve the gains. I'm not gonna shit on them for making a lot of money. And it's nice for the little guy to make money for once. So a lot of people caught the Palantir hype train and they deserve those gains. Something else me and my wife are talking about that I wholeheartedly agree, and this is gonna rub people the wrong way, but bear with me. A lot of people that got into Palantir, or any stock or investment for that matter, they never attribute how much luck plays a part in it. And it's not just luck in gambling a lot and you got lucky and it happened to go. Luck takes many shapes and forms. Luck could be that you happen to come across a post on social media that made you like a stock, and it was enough for your brain to click and be like, all right, I'm gonna invest in this. It could be, or in not just single ticker symbol stocks, but also in your life. Let's say someone came across your life that was successful in real estate investment, and he said something to you or influenced you or motivated you to get into real estate investment, and then you did well on that. Or my wife gives a good example for herself. Her coworker that she used to work with just sat down and took a few minutes to explain how much the 401k will go up if you max it out and let compound interest do its thing. We're Asian, we're good at math, but until you really see it, you don't fully subscribe to that. So ever since then, her 401k is about to exceed mine, even though she hasn't been working as long as me. And yeah, luck plays a huge part in your success. And there's a saying, what is it? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. That's true as well, yeah. But I bet 90% of people with big egos and think they're like these giga chads, they don't want to admit that they got lucky. And I guarantee you, these people who have 7-figure accounts or are millionaires, they got lucky in one form or shape of another. Whether it was their parents or family gifting them money, whether they had a scenario where they happened to come across person, that's a form of luck. Some people myself included, for the longest time, I never had a mentor or someone to tell me, hey man, you need to look into stocks and real estate, because you're not going to get rich just getting a job and shoving money under your mattress into your savings account. Everyone needs a mentor. And I'm trying to think back in my life. I can't even think when I finally, I guess it would have to, for my personal life, my father-in-law, in a weird way. My father-in-law is clueless about investing, right? But he saved up a ton of money for like a down payment on a small townhouse several years ago when I just had gotten married to my current wife. He was influenced by his other more successful, wealthier friends, because he's Korean. They don't know much about investing, but he saw his few friends were buying properties, buying real estate. So he's like telling me, Vic, you need to invest. So here, take this, invest, buy real estate. Okay, that's my horrible attempt at Korean accent. But so I took that little bit of money, and at that time I was playing lots of World of Warcraft. I didn't give a shit about money. It was before my son was born. I wasn't that motivated to get rich or anything. But since I didn't want to let him down, I'll be like, okay, I'll look into it. Let me check it out. And then I started Googling. I talked to a coworker that had some real estate properties, and I guess he was my kind of mentor for real estate, at least, and so on and so forth. So that was luck on my part, meeting my wife, who is the best financial thing that ever happened to me, because we're on the same page and she supports me. And then my father-in-law, because even though it wasn't too much money, he opened that Pandora's box for me to get interested in investing and compound interest and money. He's told me, money begets money, meaning the more money you have, the more money you're gonna make. And then that led me in a weird way to this, my current path and trajectory, where yes, I have a real estate portfolio. Yes, I have $1 million stock portfolio, not including my retirement and 401k. And not everyone has that. My point is, not everyone has that in their life. I got lucky a little later. I wish my parents told me this shit when I was a teenager, but at least better late than never, right? A lot of people don't get lucky. They don't have some, they're just too stuck grinding the old-fashioned way. But in this day and age, with capitalism, you need a little more to get ahead. So I hope that makes a little sense. I get it. You know, a lot of you rolling your eyes are like, fuck you. I earned this money. I busted my ass. Every dollar I earned. Yeah, I get it. You earned that. But there was something in your life, whether it was your parents, your upbringing, or an article you read, or a magazine, Forbes, or whatever, that there was a little bit of luck that played a part that to influence and shape the person you became. But of course, you need to have the right type of personality to be open to advice and to learn from mistakes and to have discipline and push harder. So yes, I'm not trying to take away from that, but I'm just trying to say people don't ever want to attribute luck to their success. And all these Palantards got fucking lucky. That's what I'm trying to say. So on Tesla related news, a huge overhang has been lifted, at least for now. Tesla investors, I lasted not even one video before I started talking about Elon and Tesla, but his Elon comp plan, the stupid useless board put out something that he's gonna get 1/3 of his initial comp plan, and there's no double dipping. So that just locks Elon in, and it behooves him to make Tesla more successful instead of sandbagging. Now he gets richer as Tesla rises in stock price. And it's, again, I said it, if you guys follow me on X, I've said it several times. It's just not a lot of exposure, but credit to Zoomin Yu. He's a really up-and-comer ex-financial analyst that I like to follow. So I'll put his name right here or in the comments. But that M2 global money supply chart, yes, Tesla doesn't follow it exactly, but it is correlated. I don't care what anyone says. In October, September, we will outperform when M2 spikes. Just look at that chart. All the pieces are laid out. Elon has his comp plan, and robotaxi is rapidly expanding. We had a horrible ER out of the way. Everyone has forgotten about the Trump Elon drama because now they're focused on Epstein and other stuff. It all was by design. In hindsight, you guys can follow along. So I fully expect Tesla to catch up with the market and get ready for sentiment to reflect, and just set your target and take profits along the way. Crypto. I can't wait for the day where we see Matt Damon, fortune favors the brave. Remember that shit from 2021? God, in hindsight, it's such a... How did we all get played so hard? They're good. They're crafty, these motherfuckers. But I'm old enough to remember 2017, 2021, and soon, mark my words, in the Super Bowl, we're going to have some crypto commercials again. You must be invested in crypto. I don't care who you are. The fact that the President of the United States, however polarizing he may be, he is telling all his stupid followers to buy crypto. His son is telling him to buy crypto. The administration of the most powerful country in the world is shilling crypto. Buy crypto when no one's talking about it. Yes, people on X are talking about it, but if you look at overall sentiment in the real world among your coworkers, I hate to say it, but my blue-collar job is a very good gauge of the average Joe. None of my coworkers are talking about crypto, and that is the time to buy. And you sell when that shoe shine boy analogy, when they're showing their shitcoin portfolio, that's when you start taking profits. Simple, yes? You guys have been around the block enough to know this is the game plan. Everything is a cycle. Repeat after me. Crypto is exit liquidity. I say that because altcoins and that altcoin cycle, not everyone can afford a $100,000 Bitcoin, let alone like 10,000 Ethereum. But they can afford a dollar shitcoin. These people have no concept of market cap. That's why Ripple XRP is outperforming. They think that this $3 shitcoin can go to 10,000 or above. It's literally impossible, but they don't know that. Pick the top 20 market cap of crypto. Pick your favorite ones. I like Chainlink. I like HBAR. Pick a couple ones that are under $1 because those are the ones that the average guy will gravitate towards. And just know that is the final leg of the bull cycle, and get your one foot out the door. But yeah, good luck to anyone who's invested in Palantir. Whether it was luck or not, make use of that money. Any little guy who's earning money is a win in my book. So guys, I will see you later. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.